Cool. So again, I know I said this already, but congrats everyone for participating. Just a reminder, you have to present your project in order for it to be valid. We're gonna call you guys up one by one. When we call your name, all the team members that are here, raise your hand, and then we'll add you to the stage to present. So first up, what are we gonna do? Oh yeah, but we've had 51 people participated, and we had, I believe, 16 projects submitted. So it was really cool to see. So first up, we're gonna do Project Eris by Philip Wendez.
So I invite him to speak here.
I believe I invited you. Or did I press it? Here, just I'll let you do it.
Yeah, you gotta, what's it called, Philip? You have to go into, like, there's a little hand on like the right of your screen, and then we sent you a request to speak, so you have to accept it.
I
There we
can
go.
set the presentation on my phone where it is visible because the obstruct the Discord screen means I can't click the button to accept.
Oh no.
I have nothing to show if I can't use my phone. I'm sorry. Unless you just invite me up by default and hope no one else goes on stage at the same time.
Wait, so what do you need?
Unless this works. Let me check. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, the full title is actually Project Eris Blank Space Modification because I did not create Project Eris, I modified it. What I love, I'm passionate about, is miniature consoles. Look, they're tiny versions of consoles. And the best part about them is they're basically little hits of nostalgia. They've got the brand name on them, and they have all the games you expect. So there's a bunch of mini consoles that have been made. They're all really, 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 really small, including the PlayStation Mini Console. The issue of the PlayStation Mini Console is it doesn't have very many games. There's good news. There's a solution. It's called Project Eris. It's a little flash drive you plug into your PlayStation Classic. However, when you turn on your PlayStation Classic, all going good. But then there's this ugly boot screen. Look how ugly that is. That shouldn't be there. That's not PlayStation, that's Project Eris, and that gets in the way. Fortunately, I've made a solution. When you go to your Project Eris boot menu, you can actually change the theme. So if you go to the theme and you replace it with my new stock theme, when you turn off the console, turn it back on again. And now let's watch the boot up sequence. Wow, PlayStation. But look what's not there. Do you see the Project Eris logo? No, you don't, because I got rid of it. I replaced it with blank space. And therefore, the nostalgia remains intact, and you can enjoy all of your additional games that you definitely legally obtained the way you got intended. That's my project. The problems I encountered is I had to go through a lot of files to find the actual files representing the JSON files that represented text on screen, and also the PNGs that actually represented the things that popped up on screen. I had to replace both of those with just empty blackness so it all blended together. And I think that's everything. Yep, what I learned is how JSON files work. I am now more vaguely familiar with them. And I just showed you everything, so I think that's everything. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
It was cool, yeah, thanks.
Will you get your name again real quick?
It should be written down. My legal name is Philip.
We can just go by, I guess, Discord handles for this.
It's more immersive. Yeah, no, appreciate it. I know that's
Sorry, should I move them? Oops. Cool. Thanks, Philip. So next we're gonna have Team Spacey. If you could raise your hand. I know it was Raj. I'm not sure who your teammates were.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Awesome. So hi guys. I'm Rajmeet and this is my teammate Aman. So there's some disturbance in the background. We are in a random hotel out of nowhere. Doing this presentation, we decided to go on a road trip and we happen to be in this spot right now. But apologies for anything to begin with. Could I share my screen? Awesome. So we can. Yes, 1 second. Just want to make sure. Can you see our screen? Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
So welcome to Spacey. We are basically trying to create a community of space enthusiasts and people who are really interested about space. We wanted to kind of combine all of these people together in a single platform, and that's how kind of we got this inspiration from.
So when we were looking at there's any problems that the community of space engineers have, and luckily one of our roommates is in mechanical engineering, and we saw that he wasn't exactly he didn't have the right opportunity or right platforms to showcase his work. So we built our product around that idea of trying to showcase your work to communities around and employers or anything in between, and just be a part of the space community.
So this is basically like a landing page. We created this cool design using 3JS, the JavaScript framework, really cool to work with. We had a lot of difficulty setting this up, but I'm glad that we got it to work eventually. We are giving out a little bit about like what some of our features are. So, you can share your favorite photos, you can connect with other space enthusiasts, you can keep up with the space news and events. And you can just like click on a button, you can join in. But before we do that, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about us. It's me and Aman. We both are from Michigan State University, and this is maybe our first time working with Tailwind, the CSS of what we have in this platform, and we have worked with React before. We have everything set up using a Firebase data storage. We have news. This supposedly will be in the future. We plan on using RSS feeds that are available to us by NASA, and we can just use the RSS feeds to kind of just populate this thing here. Again, we are trying to kind of make a centralized platform for everything, so that if you are a space enthusiast, you have anything interested in space, you can just go to a single platform and kind of get information about it. And again, like I said, we're trying to make a community, so we plan on like having jobs as well that you can see that are around in the space industry. We're again trying to make a platform, trying to make a community of very great space enthusiasts, because we were trying to like find something that already exists for it, but unfortunately we were not able to. So we'll go ahead and do sign up. This thing is basically a sign up page. We can do a sign up. I'll just add a fictitious email ID. And if I hit sign up, we have our authentication set up using Firebase. So if I sign up and do a refresh here, it should populate with admin@gmail.com. And again, I can always like just go in and log in again. As you go in, this is the front page of the thing. This is kind of like a feed. You can see there are a couple of posts. There's a name, there's like a title itself, there's a photo attached to it, there's like comments. You can like the photo itself. And there are various posts that you can add to this thing. So I'm going to try actually adding a post. So if you go to add post, we'll be able to add a post to this thing. So I can give it a title. So for example, let's do something like, okay, Mars photo. So right now, we don't have the option of just adding an image directly. So we'll have to add a URL. So I'll just add a URL directly from the internet. That is again something that we can always store differently. Like if we just store the image URL, I think that would be very easy to do. But I'll just do this, and I'll do admin@gmail.com, and I can hit add post. So once I do that, this is our Firestore database, and you will be able to see that a new post has been added, Mars photo. And if we go back to our feed, we'll be able to kind of see that photo right here. So again, this is a very simple way of displaying this information. There are like 100 and different things that can be added. We knew that this is something that's already existed, like Instagram already exists, but it's not a community only for people who are interested in space. Again, our main mission was to create a community, and I think that's what we are trying to do. You want to add something?
Yeah, you mostly got everything. But moving forward, we will want to focus on jobs and other opportunities that we can provide to engineers. And we think it'll be a great platform to have as a buffer in between their projects and the players itself. We can have some hidden who don't want to show it to employers, but they don't want to show it publicly, but only want to show it to employers. And we can add more creators to the platform.
One last thing before we end. This thing is hosted, and we did add like a very fun screen, which is a 404, which says, Houston, we have a problem. The page does not exist, and you can click back to home, and this thing is hosted on this platform. So if you guys want to try it out yourselves, check it out. Feel free to ask any questions, and yeah, that's basically. Thank you.
All right, that's awesome. Do our judges have any questions?
Awesome.
Not-
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So next up, let's have SpaceBot go.
Hey guys, can you hear me? All right, let's do this. Let's share my slide real quick. Oh no. Oh. Could I rejoin because my Discord doesn't have screen share permissions. I need to quit Discord and restart.
Yeah, we can skip. We'll come back.
Okay, I'll do the next one. So sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so next, let's do Cypherscape. So Evan. Is Cypherscape here? Evan Pardon? Okay. Oh, never mind. He is back. First, what was it? SpaceBot? SpaceBot is back.
Yes. So we'll just go.
All right, sorry, but should be fine now. Yeah, so cool. Hello everybody. My name is Shorian Nikam. I'm Team 1, and today I'll be presenting SpaceBot. It's a fun new way to learn about space. It includes like a game to fill space, also a way to explore space using AR. So the problem statement really stumped me for a little while because I had no idea of what to do for this project, but one thing I did make my mind up about really early was I wanted to do something that was about space and was something that was about filling space. So putting an object in a box or a car in the parking lot, etc. So with that fixed mindset in mind, I wanted to combine those two ideas into making my project. So my product, SpaceBot, is a chatbot, WhatsApp chatbot, that lets you explore space. It has AR space experience, and it has a Wordle-style daily space puzzle. It also has a functionality where every day it will send you like a new picture about space. That's really cool. And really, it's about trying to combine those two ideas. So in the Wordle style, it's a hangman game. You have those blank letters, so where you need to fill in letters in the spaces. And for the AR, the whole idea behind that was you're filling in real physical space with like a digital overlay. So that's kind of my way of like combining those two ideas. So my tech stack, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just Python, Flask, Unicorn for the web server, JavaScript, HTML, CSS for the front end, and Adobe Aero to help me build the AR. So things I learned. I hadn't really worked with Flask before, just so kind of figuring all of that out. Hadn't worked with chatbot before, figuring out Twilio, all the whole deal with WhatsApp, AR, making models, making sure it all scales up with the physics and the motion and everything. And lastly, don't have really much experience with making games, so kind of had to figure all of that out. So the challenges. So lost power, kind of lost a lot of time during that time. No experience with chatbots or AR, and I wasted a lot of time because I had a more ambitious idea in mind. I wanted to build like a series of games. So I finished Hangman. I was starting to make like a 3D game, which I'll talk about in the next slide. But I kind of panicked towards like 4 p.m. today, so I can just finish my slides and got this ready for you. What's next? So here's the idea that I was working on. It's sort of done, not really, but I didn't include it. You guys have heard of Microsoft Space Simulator, so I wanted to make like a space version of that where you fly around in a spaceship with scaled down times, of course, but you can fly around to like the moon, the Earth, other planets, etc. Obviously, that's way of a larger scale than time permitted, so I had to leave that out, sadly, but I might finish it. And yeah, so here's the demo now. Let's see, I'll change the stream to, so here's like a WhatsApp chat demo. I was gonna do the live demo, but all my personal chats are displayed, which I didn't want, so you get a video. So there's like a couple of different functions you can do. As I mentioned, if you just want to see a picture about space every single day, it'll show you a random picture every single day. So this is the one from today. If you want to learn more about this picture, you can ask it, and it'll like give you a summary of the picture. Today was like Venus and Jupiter, which are very bright objects in the sky. So that's pretty neat. And here's like a demo of the AR application. So if you ask it a certain question, so how far is the moon from the Earth, it'll like give you the answer. Plus, it'll give you the link, which you can click, and it'll open it in your app, and you can play with that in real time. And it's like more AR demos, so I'll skip through this. And lastly, you can ask it to play Hangman, and it will give you a link to play Hangman. So if you click the link to play Hangman, this is what it looks like. And basically what the title is, the word you're guessing, is the title of the image that was shown previously. So every single day, you get to play one image in one title. Sort of like Wordle, you don't want to keep blasting it with sort of like a way to limit how much time you spent on this. So here's me guessing and making fake guesses to get wrong guesses. Fast forward, so the title for today was 10 Days of Venus and Jupiter, which is the title of the image that was shown previously. Yeah, so once I click all the right images, the buttons, I win. And lastly, here's an AR demo, and here's where I think the project really shines, in which to fill a physical space with virtual overlay. It's something to tell someone like the Jupiter's like blah 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 X times bigger than the Earth, the sun's like millions of times bigger than the Earth, but to actually see it in person in your room, to actually see with your eyes the difference, it's a way better learning experience, I would say. So here's like Mercury and Venus and Earth and Mars, and here's Jupiter right next to it. That's my Lego Star Wars in the background. But yeah, so Jupiter is like huge compared to the Earth. Then you have the other gas giants, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. And then to see the sun, it's like you have to get a different angle. It's so massive. And yeah, like you really appreciate the size and scale of the universe that much better when you have like a physical object you're looking at. And so here's my that was my project to kind of combine filling a space with the actual space that's out there. And I hope you enjoy talking to me, and thank you for putting this event on.
Of course, thank you for presenting. That was really cool.
Any
Do you have any
questions
questions?
for any of the judges?
Yeah, I've got a question. I'm kind of curious. The augmented reality portion's very impressive. Can I ask you, what are you using to anchor your visual? So when you move around the room, the planets stay relative to your table and your TV.
Well, I'm using the Adobe Aero framework, so it comes with like an anchoring like platform. So when I was recording the video, I'll anchor it to like my table.
Okay. Very nice.
Any other questions?
Yeah, well done, though. I wanted to say that impressed me in a couple of levels. Kind of met that innovation criteria a little bit, too, which is a really hard one to do. I like the way you explained, the way you meshed a couple problems together, and it created a bunch of challenges and obstacles for you, but you dealt with it pretty well.
Thank you. I wish I would have finished the 3D space game thingy, but yeah, this is cool too.
No, that was what you have has already been very ambitious, so it's definitely yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We give Evan one more chance.
Yeah, sorry, I did one final announcement since everyone's asking. Okay, so yeah, Evan, are you here? Cypherscape. I feel like I keep saying that wrong. Is Evan here?
I think we got him. I think he.
That's super.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey.
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. 1 second. Just pull it up. Evan. Evan Pardon. I go to Oakland Community College at the moment. So our site is basically, we were inspired basically just by the ambiguousness of space in general. Sorry, I don't know if I clicked share my screen. My bad. It's a very broad topic, and I've been doing a lot of research lately on specifically lattice crypto systems, which are extremely complicated in themselves. So I thought it was kind of a fun way. Why not do like a fun, basic cryptogram sort of game with some just pretty simple introductory ciphers. I'm sorry, I don't have like any of this prepared. There we go. This was the basic site, and so the idea was you go into each level and it gives you a random string. We have a set of predefined lists and it chooses each time, and you have 10 guesses to try. And so the idea was each time it gives you a little bit better of a guess as to, you know, what's going on here exactly. If you look close enough, it's just reversed. So this one's pretty simple, but it gets pretty complicated as it keeps going. And so the idea was just to kind of create like a fun idea just to introduce it, because the concept is very complicated and I find it very interesting. And yeah, I initially completed all the functions in Python and like most of it using Flask, but due to some communication issues with our group and just general things of that nature, we ran into some issues and we decided to just go with React as then Node.js as our framework. And yeah, about it.
if you have one ready, could we see one of the hard mode puzzles?
Fortunately, I was going to say that the site does not have any functioning. They're all just reversed ciphers, but let me pull it up. I apologize. It might be right here, actually. Yeah. Everything. I don't know if my screen is sharing.
You might have to change the application, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm sorry, I'm not like very familiar with this.
You're doing great.
There we go. I'm trying. But yeah, I just made list of strings right here to just choose from, and most of these are just to test it and choose from basic, easy, less easy, more easy. Questionable is where it gets a little bit difficult, and that's where I was going to implement the Visionaire cipher, but I didn't end up getting time. I only ended up having time for the columnar, Rot 13, and Caesar cipher, which, for anyone who's not familiar, the Caesar cipher is just moving each value in the alphabet index value over by 3. The Rot 13 is basically just A for N and the opposite. And yeah, that was the basic idea, just to kind of introduce it. And I wanted to try and get more into depth on the basic concepts, but that was definitely a bit out of scope for the project, with like the communication issues and like the lack of it was a little bit tough because we were all a little bit lost, and I tried to make like a very clear Google document. I'll see if I can pull it up. But but sure. Oh well. Sorry about that. Yeah, but there was just a lot of nobody really knew what was going on. Not a lot of people were communicating, so it was difficult. But I think with a lot more like planning, and I definitely think I'm not the best at explaining things very descriptively, so that probably does not help. But yeah, that's our project.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I know that the stack issue is kind of difficult, especially with an online hackathon. So that communication is it's very hard to keep that solid. But it's impressive what you've done. We appreciate you coming up and kind of coming out and displaying. It's kind of hard to get out of that shell and do that, but yeah.
I was say it's a pretty good collection of ciphers you got there. You said you were going to do a Vignere cipher as the last one?
Yeah, I mean, I plan to keep going on with it. I've been reading about it for a long time. I'm a geek about it. I like, I don't know.
I'll give you a suggestion just for the future. If you do a Vignere cipher, have a hint what the keyword might be, so your audience isn't there for the next 100 years. Just a little hint,
Yep, that's true.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Cool. Thank you. So next up, let's do Explore, the vastness of space in 3D. I love the title.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Hi. So I'm having the same problem as the previous person. I couldn't share my screen, so can I come back later?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, thank you.
Today's sponsor is Technical Difficulties.
Yes.
We actually don't know how to like enable that feature.
I think it's in somewhere in the settings. Okay.
Yes, it might be in Discord thing. I've never actually encountered that as a problem, so let me do a bit of research. So we'll move on. We'll call you back up. If you can figure it out, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Thanks.
So next up, let's do Better Headspace. Better Headspace here. Okay. If Better oh, I see them.
Hi. Give me 1 sec. I'm not super familiar with Discord myself, so.
Okay.
Okay, I also can't screen share. Did he say it in the settings somewhere? Okay, I'll go look for it myself, and I'll be back.
It could be that, or running it as administrator I'm looking at might be an issue, because that always fixes everything. So
Don't feel bad. It took me a week to figure out how to swap profiles on Discord. One of judges, Gamer Dude 5000.
Sorry, this might take me a sec if you want to just go to the next person.
Yeah, you're good. So let's do Note Space.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. So my name is Advait, and I'm a student at Michigan State University. And yeah, I will be presenting NoteSpace. I'm not sure how I can share my screen. It doesn't give me an option.
Is everyone in your team, their hands are raised right now, right? Also?
Yeah, everyone is here.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm here as well.
Okay. So the share your screen feature is disabled for me, so I'm not sure how I can.
Let's see.
Share.
I know one person fixed it, so if you know how you did that, could you raise your hand and kind of, because I've never even had that problem. It's kind of weird.
I don't know. We always share a screen though, I feel, so.
Oh, got
There
it.
you go, I got him.
At least it's not us, I know that, because I'm looking at it.
allowed
It says,
to
I just
if you want me to do it.
So our project is
Oh, there we go.
NoteSpace. Are you able to see my screen?
yes, beautiful.
Perfect. So yeah, we stuck to the theme of space, and we decided to analyze the information space of some sort of text, whether it's video text or audio text, or in this case, a document text. So the problem that I've noticed with me and other students is that we're constantly provided with large information like research papers, long lecture videos, or just long documents in general. And I've realized that I don't read half of these. I just skim over it and try to do my best. So the solution we came upon was to condense the information down into digestible note sections. So what we did was we took a really long document and we converted into chapters. Chapters are just subsections of a document with a heading and some sort of descriptive text on what that section is talking about. Just like books. So books have chapters in them, research papers have chapters in them, and that's what we do. So our tech stack consists of Streamlit for the front end, Spacey, obviously we had to use it for the theme. Spacey is a way we can analyze large amount of data. OpenAI is to use ChatGPT, of course. GenSim is a topic modeling. That's what we used to model the topics. Hugging Face, it has a lot of machine learning libraries that we can import rather than having to create one ourselves. And scikit-learn for more machine learning processes. So the magic that we decided to do is just NLP, natural language processing. What we did was we calculated the cosine similarity of the document. Cosine similarity is how similar a text is to another text. So 1 means that it is very similar, -1 is that it's not. We calculate the sentence similarity of a document for each sentence, and then we decide how similar they are and plot it on a graph. And the X are rapid changes in the document, and that's when we realize that the X's are where the topic is changing. That's when the sentences are not similar anymore. And that's the starting point we used as differentiating where a topic begins and where a topic ends. And we learned how we can work with large corpuses. Corpuses is a large amount of text, and we understood how we can develop with other people and also learn how to research collaboratively. So just as a disclaimer, we thought that it would be a very easy thing to do, just import a library and just run it. But apparently there's not a lot of resources online about segmentation. So here's our demo. Vape, and I will be, by the way, are you able to hear the volume from the video? Demonstrating NoteSpace to you. NoteSpace is a web app that can generate notes based on any file URL or a YouTube URL. So the main purpose of this is to empower students to be able to go through their notes or lecture videos extremely fast and understand the material in a more efficient manner. So I did this, I pre-generated this just for the sake of time. And I'm using this article right here, this journal article, and I copy pasted the link, clicked get notes, and this is what I got. So as you can see, the paper is relatively complex. It has a lot of sections, it has a lot of mathematical formulas, bunch of tables, and that was one of the challenging parts for us, how we created a model so we could make the information concise enough so that a student could understand it, and also descriptive enough so it covered the entire paper. So it is extracting the topics and notes. So as we can see, word segmentation and text are three major topics based on frequency. And it has generated the notes over here. Yeah, so end of chapters. And we can also see our history. So I can see the number of words that I've processed and the time I've saved. If I had read each one based on a 250 words per minute speed. So now let's test this out. Let's live test it using a YouTube link. So it's a relatively short YouTube link, 12 minutes long. So yeah, again, the source on the left, getting notes on the right. So based on the YouTube video, ChatGPT, AI, and OpenAI are the biggest topics covered, the most frequently mentioned topics. And yeah, obviously, because that's the title. And it tells you the number of words in it. And over here, it's a really short overview of what the video talks about. And if I go to my history, so yeah, before this video, I was also running a bunch of tests. So here it is, and increased minutes and total words processed. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so that is the end of our demonstration. So do you have any questions?
Yeah, nicely done.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a comment.
Couldn't have done it without my teammates.
Nice.
So you can just auto drop in any document and it'll subdivide it into chapters based on topics?
So for now, can I stop screen sharing because it's taking up my space? Okay. Yeah, so for now, we're focused on PowerPoint presentations and PDF and YouTube URLs. In the future, we do plan on adding support to MP3 and MP4 files. So any file that has text in it or speech in it, we can convert it into notes.
Impressive.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Were there any files, or maybe from any like disciplines in particular, or sources online that were a corpus for you that were any more difficult or caused any problems for you?
So right now we focus mainly on educational and just non-educational topics. So we tried running it for how to mine in Minecraft, and we realized that if the speaker is using a lot of filler words like like, it tends to pick that up. So yeah, so it issues are documents that are talking about stuff that is not relevant to the topic.
In terms of like generating the chapters, one place where it kind of struggles is like dialogue. Like if you have two people sitting there talking to each other, it's a lot less subjective than like a research paper. And so sometimes that gives us a little bit of trouble, but it still produces decent chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's within like educational, like or like business. If it's like a very planned out video or a planned out research document, it works just fine. It's just more on like the casual based documents or like casual based videos that it struggles.
And yeah, that is not the purpose of Notes AI, because no one's going to be using casual stuff to convert into notes. So in the end, it kind of works out, but we do plan on streamlining it a bit more towards the non-educational videos if you want to learn on it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That's
sweet.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course.
Okay, so next up, did Explore figure out their green stuff? I forgot what the username was. Mute.
Mute Matthew.
Yes.
I still couldn't do it, but if you
Oh no, we can come back later.
I'll be able to figure it out.
Okay, we'll put you at the end. How about that?
Oh, that sounds good to me. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so I'll give better headspace. I'm not sure if they finished, but let's do solar... Yeah, I'm not sure if they did it, but let's do Solar System Explorer.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Share my screen.
It's a little faint though.
Okay. Green. I'm trying to switch to the one. Okay. Can you guys still see the slides?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just came up.
Okay. The solar system is a fascinating subject that has intrigued humanity for centuries. As technology advances, we are able to explore more of the universe beyond our planet. With the rise of virtual reality and 3D rendering, it's now possible to create immersive experiences that allow people to explore space in a way that were once unimaginable. Our inspiration for the Solar System Explorer project was to create a fun and educational way for people to learn about our neighboring planets and celestial bodies. We want to provide an interactive experience that allows users to feel like they're actually traveling through space and explore the wonders of our system. Solar System Explorer is a web application that allows users to embark on an interactive tour of our solar system. With this app, users can explore planets, moons, and other celestial bodies while learning about their unique characteristics and features. One of the key features of Solar System Explorer is its interactivity. Users can choose any planets or moons from the solar system and see the detailed information about it, including a lot of distance, size, or unique characteristics. because we recognize that there are many apps and websites out there that provide information about the solar system, but most of them are like limited. So we want to create something that was not only informative but also engaging and targeting for users. We use HTML, CSS to build the layout of the app, including like the background and the user interface element. We also use CSS to create animation that would make the apps feel more interactive and engaging. To create the 3D objects animation, we use like 3JS, which is a powerful JavaScript library. We use 3JS to create those like light effect and give the like app a realistic and immersive feel. Once the project was like complete, we tested out and like we can see that the website will be a little really like interactive and make the user feel like they're like traveling through the space. We had a great time building the solar system explorer, and we were proud of the result. We learned a lot about HTML, CSS, and 3JS and JavaScript, and we were able to create an interactive experience, allow the user to explore the solar system. So it was a truly like rewarding experience. One area of the future of solar system explorer, one area where we could expand the app is by incorporating more celestial bodies and information about them. While we have included the major planets in more into the solar system, there are many other objects that could be added. We could also like include more detailed information about the history and exploration of each object. We could also explore ways to make the app more accessible and inclusive. For example, we could add features that make the app more accessible to users with disabilities, or that allow users to customize the app to their preference. This is the application of this is the website of our solar system explorer. When the user navigates to our website, like this background will make them feel like they're like traveling through the space. And if they click, they'll learn more. Like there will be a lot of different information of different planets, and the user could go ahead and choose like whichever planet like they're interested in, and there's a lot of different information about them. And also this is our code. We use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and 3.js to create this app. And yeah, that's basically all. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I will say, when you click sun, the screen goes white. Is that because if the sun were as close to Earth as the moon were, we would just be immediately incinerated?
Oh, yeah, I think yeah, maybe at the screen goes white.
Yeah, I'd assume it's because it kind of renders it as like the such a short distance and the sun's so big.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That would be the assumption. That'd be accurate, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any questions for Explore? It appears not, so definitely appreciate you coming up.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right.
Nice job.
All right.
Not sure if Kelly's here, but I guess we can. Did those guys figure out their problems? With raise your hand if you did.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I don't think they did, because I know I saw them posting in help still. I can try to look for a link too. But I guess on that note, let's look at Astro Atlas. I'll invite you guys. Okay. Kid, are you going to present? Cool.
Yeah, we're all gonna present, but I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay, beautiful.
All right. Hold on. Did you add Brian to the Right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna start. So our project is Astro Atlas. What we're doing is we want to explore the solar system in 3D. Now let's introduce ourselves. I'm Kid, and I'm a student at Wayne State University. And as my role for this project, I was the front-end developer, and also I focused on the user interface and user experience.
I'm Brian, and I was the 3D developer of this project. I incorporated the 3D modeling aspect and also the interactivity of the websites.
Hi, I'm Tim. Also a student at Wayne State. My role was front-end developer assistant, and I helped out with some features of the website.
All right, now to problem statement. What we wanted to do was we wanted to educate people about our solar system and planets in an engaging and accessible way by providing a seamless user experience.
All right, so there's already a couple projects out there that's already similar, allowing you to explore space in 3D. More notably, NASA is a big contributor to them. But the difference between our project and NASA is that we simplified the process of learning about planets and navigating through like a 3D, like an interactive game, a lot better than NASA. We keep it super simple. We boil it down to its basic features to allow anyone to learn about the planets. So could you go back one bit? So when you head into the app and you launch the app, you get this screen. This was one of our mock-ups that we made. And essentially you get to see all the planets in real time, and they're also physically accurate size. So each planet is also sized correctly. And you can simply just hover over each one that you want to learn, click on it. And when you click on it, the application will zoom in and then pop up information. So you can get fun facts about it, which ideally we want to pull in from an API or from our own database. And you could also view images, which can also be pulled from the same API or the database. Additionally, we also made it so that it's mobile responsive, so you can actually launch this on your phone, and that you can access it on your phone from anywhere as long as you have the internet. But the issue with this project that we had was that additionally we used Spline to incorporate the 3D models into React, because we're using a React/Next framework. But we didn't realize that Spline is very, very basic, and it only allows you to do very basic interactivities. You can only have simple conditional logics, and it doesn't really incorporate with Spline. Spline doesn't really incorporate with React as easily as well. So it's not really meant to be done in React, and we didn't find that out until the last couple hours of the project. So we were trying to migrate it over into 3JS, which is another 3D framework, and it's more widely used. But it was a really steep learning curve, which we weren't able to fully migrate it over. But moving on to that is our project, and I'll pass it on back to Kid.
Some improvements we did to our project was I made it responsive, and so responsive for different screen sizes, for mobile, for a medium desktop, or a high resolution desktop. And so as we get to the demo, I'll show you guys how I did that and how it looks like. Do you guys want to say anything else? All right, so moving on. So now moving on to our tech stack. This is Jupiter, and Jupiter has over 64 moons, but 64 moons in the tech stack would be way too much. So what we did was we used Spline, we used 3JS, React, Next.js, Tailwind, and Vercel to host it. Moving on to technical difficulties. Brian already explained the technical difficulties. We basically had to migrate from Spline over into 3JS, but we don't have time to fully implement 3JS into our project.
Yes, and additionally, now moving on to what we learned. We learned a lot about Spline, and then we also had to migrate over to 3GS. So 3GS was the last major, I believe, 8 hours of the project, and it was super duper complex, but we had to learn how to work with Spline and creating 3D models in it, as well as giving it conditional logic so that you could interact and hover on the objects. And then we had to learn how to convert that Spline. There was a lot of just transferring frameworks over to another framework in order to get it to work with React. So we learned a lot about that. Additionally, one of our members, Tim, he's completely new to the web development scene, and we had fun teaching him a lot about HTML, CSS, and even some of the frameworks that we used here.
All right, now onto the demo. So this is the homepage, and I'll show you guys what I mean by it being responsive. So over here we have the iPhone 12 Pro. As you can see, it is pretty responsive. Like the desktop, I'll zoom out and zoom in. So now this is like negative 33%, which is pretty zoomed out. And so now if we zoom in, and it doesn't go out of the screen. So now onto actually demoing our 3D application. So this is actually fully interactive. You can zoom out and zoom in. And so now we didn't get time to actually implement the fun facts and clicking on the planet features. So I'm clicking on this herb and it doesn't do anything. But we still implemented the main function of our project, which was to create a 3D model of our solar system. And so, you have all the planets from Mercury all the way to Neptune. And see here, this is the sun. It's pretty big. And yeah, that's it. It's basically our project.
All right.
Thank you guys. Sorry, Kaden, you go.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, I know tech stack incompatibility is like a main killer, especially in a hackathon. I know we had a lot of problems with that in Sparta Hack, with trying to figure out where to host our stuff at. So it's cool to see what you guys were able to do in spite of those obstacles.
Thank you. And additionally, too, if you guys are curious, you guys could, it's hosted, so you guys could visit it on your phone or on your computers if you guys are interested.
Yeah.
I'm already visiting it now. The movement's amazingly smooth you got on this, so it's very nice.
Thank you. It took me a while to handle the movement since at first it was really clunky working in 3D space. So thank you for the feedback.
All right. That will do it from there.
Comments, questions from the judges? Cool. Okay.
Nice
Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's just Doug. Just a comment. Really nice how you put that together.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing. Really nice front end development work there, guys. It's impressive. I see this a fair bit, and this is really good quality for where you guys are at. Nice job.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so on that note, I know they're still dealing with their technical difficulties. Rotation. Who is rotation? Is anyone's hand up? I don't see it. Let me double check the name really quick. Zoomus? Zoomulus? Nope. Okay, we'll skip that. Give you one more chance at the end. So real-time satellite tracker would be next. Real-time satellite tracker. Okay. So if you guys aren't here, let's do guiding site.
Hello, am I audible?
Yep.
Just a second, let me share this screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Just loading right now. There it is.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So, hello everyone. I am Arpit Singh Gautam. I'm currently pursuing BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, and I am a mentee at IBM Z Systems. And a fun fact, yesterday night, since I'm from India, I didn't get a wink of sleep since I was waiting to present this. So let's move on. This is the table of contents. First, we will go over the problem statement, then what is my solution. After that, what is the competition and the future prospects of the product. The problem statement I chose was, it was not the theme given. It was my own problem statement. I came up with a solution. Improving the quality of life for visually impaired peoples. According to WHO, it was conducted in 2020. Around 2.2 billion people have near or distance vision impairment, and in comparison to the population of USA in 2023, it's about 1/6. So, like, that's a lot of people. My solution to this is guiding sight, experiencing the world anew through our eyes. About my product, guiding sight is a revolutionary product that allows visually impaired people to become independent. Basically, it uses image processing to detect objects, people, text, and read them to the user as feedback. This can help reduce the stigma associated with blindness and also improve the quality of life for those living with this condition. The tech stack I have used in this is, it is completely Python based. Python, I have used OpenCV for taking the image or the video. I have used OpenAI, the GPT, for as an example, if I take a product and show it to the camera, it will give me all the information regarding it. Basically, the visually impaired people, they use the Braille, as we all know. But like all the products, like every products, we don't have Braille. For example, if I have this thing, this doesn't have a Braille. So if a visually impaired people goes to a store, for example, or Walmart, he can't shop on his own. He's not dependent. I mean, he's not independent. He needs someone that can shop with him. So for basically my product is for that only, so that he can become more independent. So the software I created, I will be like, when the software becomes robust enough, I will be using it with Raspberry Pi 4 to test it. And yep, the competition for it, as if I'm trying to take this as a startup idea only. Since I'm in a second year, I have a lot of time for going with a startup. So there are no devices like this. Like there are some devices, but they are not, I don't think they are for sale, but like you can see how expensive they are. And they also like do something different, not actually the same thing. As for the future prospects, uh, this is basically the model I've created now is for the store. Like going to the store, I can buy, if I am visually impaired, I can go and buy anything on my own. I don't need anyone assistance. But for future, I can implement it so that it can basically replace the stick. I forgot what it's called. So basically, like even going on roads and normal walking around, we can use it. That's it. I will be sure. Am I actually audible? I don't know.
We can hear you.
Okay. So any questions?
So it can recognize and spot like UPC codes on products?
No, not the UPC codes. Basically, it will use OCR and read all the data given on. Like if I am taking a product in my hand, it's my camera is not on all along. Oh, hello.
Hello.
So basically, if I am taking any object in my hand, for example, like this, it's a pain relief spray. So my software bit, it will, when I click a button, it it will basically read what's written on it, and it will use it on the chat GPT, and then it will gain the information from it, and it will like using the voice, it will revert back to the visually impaired person. So yeah, and I can show you the the future prospect parts. I will try to use that in this, but it was giving me lots of error to debug, and since I am using okay, the camera is on. Let me show you first. So I'm currently using my mobile. I'm using the web link for this. So yep, I hope you guys can see this.
Yes.
Okay, so for example, let's take this one. Yeah, example, I have this. So basically it detects my hand. I'm using a hand detector. It detects my hand, so whatever item I have in my hand, it will only detect that. Like all the objects in the environment will not be detected, only the item which I have in my hand, it will detect that. So basically if I take this and so let's I forgot to change it to 2 hands. So yeah, basically if I click let me pull this closer. Okay, if I click a button, so it has started to capture the data on this, and it is saving the data in a txt file, so we can review that later. So like yep, and now if I click another button, like it's for giving the feedback. Oops, that's not the right one. Basically it is giving me a lot of errors right now. I am since I am doing it alone, so like I need to figure it out all alone. Yep, I'm trying to fix debug it right now. It's for now it's not actually runnable. That's it.
I mean, even if it's not perfect, that's still a lot of stuff to get working together. So I would definitely say that's a valuable product. Hold on. Make sure I got my stuff working.
And the fact that it basically can it use roughly any side of the product, not just the one with, say, text on it? So if I hold up, say, the back side of a box.
I can train a model for that, then it can do that also. But for now, it's like I take a model, I can just, it is taking the like complete everything. I just rotate it. It will take all the information on it, and then it will find what the product name actually is. And after that, it will find what the product is about, and it will revert the information back to the user.
That's really clever. Yeah.
Thank you. So basically, the visually impaired people, there's not really many devices, as I said. With like tech going this far, there should be devices for that also. As for people who can't hear properly, there's a device. I'm talking about like in cheap devices. There's a device that they can use for like their prosthetics limbs and for like hand and like if I am differently abled. But for visually impaired people, there's like less to no devices in this case. Like they can't be independent, even in like as something as normal as going to Walmart and buying groceries. They can't do that on their own because they don't know what the product is.
I'd say this also still addresses the theme because it's helping people navigate a space. So I would say this is definitely within theme.
Okay, I thought of that also.
All right, well, we definitely appreciate you sacrificing some sleep to present to us. It's a really cool project. I know the vision tracking, there's a lot going on here, so it's very impressive.
Yeah, just
Thank you so much.
well, one thing, change your Open API key because I'm recording this and.
Yeah. I will change that.
Yeah.
I will delete this one.
Thank you.
Oh, welcome.
All right. Kelly, I think you have your order up, Kelly. So who are we looking at next?
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to extend time on dev post in case we run a little long. So that was guiding site. So I mentioned real-time satellite tracker. I believe they're in here now. Sayeda, I know they're in here. What their Discord name is Humerio. Are you here? There we go. I don't think they're actually here. Okay, we'll give one final warning at the end. And that's that. Okay, so on that note, let's do parking garage spaces simulator. Yeah, she's in the audience, but she hasn't responded at all. So let's do parking garage simulator. I love the name already.
It's like that, Wayne.
Literally.
It appears I have an issue sharing my screen. Hold on.
This ugly problem rears its head again.
I'm blocked too.
Huh.
I know it's not us. Because I looked. Is there one?
Yeah, on my side, it's completely grayed out. It's not even open for selection.
So I have it, but it's like an blocking sign there. I guess you have to allow us to share.
Everyone should have permission to share. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Yeah, if you're on stage, it gives you permission to do that.
It's completely grayed out.
Are you using Discord on like web browser or desktop?
Desktop for me. We have mine has the ability to unmute.
He's gone.
That was my.
I wonder if it's a hard limit. I'm gonna try leaving stage for a sec.
Can you see mine? It allow me now.
Okay, good. Interesting. Let me find him because I right-clicked him to try to look at permissions, and I think I did something that got him off. Is he back?
Okay. Do you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So
It's still loading for me. I don't see it.
It should be coming up.
I see it.
Is everybody in your team on the stage right now? I want to make sure that he got back on.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I was trying to look at your permissions.
All good, all good.
Let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Interesting.
Still loading right now. Might take a second.
Yeah, it's loading on my end as well.
Xander, are you still not able to share your screen?
Yeah, it's still grayed out for me. So that's probably on my end then. Let me see.
I'm supposed to be sharing.
Let me double check this.
I was gonna say you can try running Discord as an administrator to get past some of those issues. It's not a perfect solution, but it might work for now.
Okay, let me see how to do that.
I'm looking in the roles. I don't think that'd be the issue though. Yeah, video's on. Video is on.
Yeah, it's still grayed out for me. Maybe I should leave the stage and come back and see if it'll reload it.
Let me turn my camera off. Maybe my camera. Where am I? Okay, try now.
His just loaded, so maybe it's just too many people with cameras.
Well, up to 5 people can enable their cameras on turn on video, and only 1 can stream live at a time.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, it seems that we at least got 1 person able to share the screen. Is that going to work for you guys?
Yeah, that should be fine.
If it loads, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it'll load up.
I can see that, so at least it should be.
I can't see it.
Huh.
Can you
it's
hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, but can't see your screen at the moment. Still
How
loading.
how did you guys, or the other teams, how did you guys enable share screen? 'Cause I don't even see it in settings.
It could just be that the stage only allows 1 person to screen share and it's not like updating perfectly.
Yeah. I believe
But
you go
like
to set and then voice and video, you should set your device, but it could be
Screen 1, screen 2.
look at that.
Hopefully you can see it. Can you?
Yes, look at that.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. So this is my hack. It's called Explore, and the tagline is "Explore the vastness of space in 3D." I just want to make it sound like an Apple product with all the the fancy word. But anyway, let's go next. So introduction. My Discord tag is Mute Mathy. I've been coding since 2018, late 2018. But I tell you what, I never coded from the beginning of a project to the end. Like I usually just find a bug and just give up along the way. But this is one of those rare occasions where I could finish something and I come up with a product. So I'm quite happy with this weekend's project. So this is the problem statement. I know it's a lot of word. Are you able to see the slide? Because Discord tells me that I'm still on the first slide.
It's on problem statement right now.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So anyway, I suck at writing, so I just asked ChatGPT to come up. But anyway, I like learning astrophysics, and there are 3 problems that I want to solve. So And some of these problems coincide with the other group's problems. So number one, I can't see the movement of planets over books, right? Books are a two-dimensional thing, and the space is three-dimensional. So we lose one dimension, and so we will lose a lot of information. And then number two, we don't know the true size of a planet or a celestial body because it's just impossible to represent it over a piece of paper. So that's the kind of problem that I want to solve. I want to use technology and basically 3D design and motion to help address some of those problems. So let's go to the next one. So Explore is a lightweight interactive solar system simulator used to demonstrate the solar system, the planets, and their features. Some of the previous groups have already come up with kind of similar products, but I'll tell you some of the differences in the next mini applications. It's called Explore Lite and Explore Pro. Initially, I wanted to name the Explore Lite Explore Air to make it sound like an Apple product again, like MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, but it was too late to change my code, so here we are. It's called Explore Lite. But Explore Lite is designed for people who want to just have fun with the solar system simulator. It's not heavy. It's just for fun. But Explore Pro is for a more serious person who wants to learn about the solar system and celestial objects on a deeper level. And then how is Explore different? Number one, it is fast and lightweight. There are similar products out there. NASA has one, but their product is kind of slow. It is slow because they have all of these fancy high-definition pictures, and it takes time to load. Mine is, and there are also products that look like too cartoon-ish. It's nowhere close to the reality. So mine is a little bit in the middle. And the second one is Explore is easy to navigate. It gamifies the learning process and can be used by anyone. So how did I improve Explore from what's already out in the market? So Explore is blazingly fast. Again, that's an Apple wording. But because I loaded the 3D models, texture, and images before you even open the website. So I uploaded the photos into the GitHub repo, and the other products, what they do is that they query or they pull something up from the internet, and that takes time. But mine, since I upload the pictures into the repo, it doesn't take a lot of time to show the picture. And now let's go to the demo. So this is the front page. The first one here on the left, you can open Explore Lite, and then the second one you can see Explore Pro. So let's go with Explore Pro at first. So if we click that, it shows this kind of database looking website where you can just click, let's say you click any object. You click any object, it shows Daphnis, which is a moon. And then if you click a planet, it shows Neptune, and then it shows you how it looks like if seen from the Earth. So if you're standing on Earth, this is how it kind of looks like. And what I like about this is that it also uses it shows the size comparison. So this is one of the problems that I wanted to address earlier. The sizing, or you can compare the size of Earth to the planet, to the other planet. And if you look at the, let's say, we can use the search functionality too. We can click Jupiter or type Jupiter and click enter, press enter. And you can see the size of Jupiter, and this is the size of Earth. And this is how it looks like if seen from Earth. So it's pretty big. And then you can see a lot of things like the moon. You can see some dwarf planets, and you can see, there's some bits of information here. So this is the bit that differentiate this with the Explore Lite, because this is more serious. You have the mass, you also have the distance and all that. And funny thing, if you click sun, you just have this white screen because the sun is so bright you can't see anything. But yeah, and if we compare the size, you can look at the sun is kind of this big and Earth is just this small little dots over there. So this is Explore Pro. Now let's go back to Explore Home, and let's go to Explore Light. And this is for people who just want to surf the or have fun with the solar system simulator. So if you click it, you can see this kind of simulation. This is like our solar system. That's the sun, and you can grab or drag the screen to see it from different angles. You can zoom in, zoom out. Another group previously had done something like this, but I did something different where I showed the movements of the planets. And now we can land on one planet. Let's just land on Earth, for instance. So if we click Earth, we'll be taken to Earth, and we can see this another kind of fun facts about Earth. And this is Earth, and you can see the moon. They're moving together. And if you land on it, I will show you something that's fun. So this is how Earth looks like from the surface. And this is Wayne State University. I put this as an Easter egg. So I hope you like that. And if we go back to the orbit, we can try to land on Pluto. And if we try doing that, it will bring us to Pluto. And again, it gives us this little facts. And if we try to land on it, this is how it looks like on Pluto. So yeah, and then let's go back once again. Let's try to land on Neptune this time. So fun fact, Neptune is full of gas, and it's inhabitable. But if you try to land on it, we just can't. It says Neptune is a gaseous planet, we cannot visit. So no matter how many times you try, it's not gonna let you go there. So let's go back to the solar system. And yeah, this is Explorer Light. I'm gonna go back home for now, and that's it. I'll open I'll open it to the floor to give some questions if they have some questions. Thank you.
That is really cool. And actually, I do notice now that I had confused the two projects because I had opened their link for a previous person who was talking about, oh, if you click on sun, it's white. That was your project that I had opened, so I got it mixed up.
Yep.
Well done.
Thanks. Thank you.
Were all the judges able to view that? You're totally welcome to vote for them. Okay, so does anyone have any questions for that was Explore, right? On that, I know we kind of ended that on.
Yes, with an X.
Cool. Okay, so on that note, who was Parking Garage Spaces Simulator? Are they here?
I'm here.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
So Sander and Emily.
I'm here.
A lot smoother.
Okay. Let me try to share.
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So much better.
Okay, good. So so we were working on three. We are three persons. It's Emily, Sander, and me, Pedro. All of three we are learning at OCC, and we are beginners, as you can see here. So please, Sander, Emily, interrupt me any time.
We got
So
you.
the problem, what we saw, what we think about when we talk, when we hear the spaces, well, we think about that and like a city problem, which is the finding parking spaces in the cities. And so we figure out how it's gonna work a real parking spot. So then we made like a simulator in order to see how it's gonna work that, and so we simulate 1 hour at a time to see how the cars are coming in and coming out of this garage. And there's also like a cost factor, so we can know how is gonna be your earning depending on the cost of per hour and how crowded is gonna be your garage place. So we used basically Java and Sim Builder, because it's the things that we just learned, and we try to implement that in this little program.
Emphasis on the we just learned scene builder. We were all in Intro to Java last semester, and we all followed each other to C++.
Okay, knowing that, so there were learning for us. We're still learning, as you may see. We are learning. I have 3 courses yet, but I'm just liking what we are doing. So I don't know if you're gonna talk anything more, and then we can go to the demo.
I'm good.
Yeah, let's do the demo.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So this is our demo. As you can see, this is a sim builder, and so this is kind of the space that we have. We have a 10 by 10 space. So each dot represents the car, and we can have here the car quantity that is in there, the time that is elapsed, the cost per hour, which you can modify, and what you're gonna earn. So they are randomly occupying each space, and randomly they are going out. So if I put this here, you will see some are gone. This is the quantity, and as you start pressing the button, you may see how this garage is gonna be occupied. So for example, in this case, I've got 27 hours, cost of 10 per hour. My earning is $2,200. And this is how it is occupied this space now. So basically that is what we did. Any questions?
Does not appear so. So thank you very much. It's a nice. I know. I think we. I think a lot of people at Wayne go through Scene Builder like very big. Like you don't get a lot of knowledge in Scene Builder from Intro to Java. It's just kind of like a here it is. Goodbye. Good luck. So this kind of.
Our professor last semester for Intro to Java said he wanted to make the course equivalent to a university level, and that's why he was so hard on us. We had a harder project than this for the final.
Huh.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
This was at Wayne?
This is at OCC. But our instructor right now for C++ does teach at Wayne State. So he sent us the link.
Is it Hadi?
Yeah. Yes. Amazing professor. Amazing.
He taught was it mobile apps. He taught Android at Wayne that I took.
I'll be taking that over the summer probably with him as well, actually.
Yeah, he's super nice. I like all the. Sorry, just sidetrack. I was like, I took a couple classes at OCC too, and I like all their professors. They're really nice.
They're all really, really, really good. Every single one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so on that note, let me find the next people. Who did you guys? So real-time satellite tracker. I know we were kind of talking in the chat. Do you have access to share your screen? I know you submitted something. Humera? She here? I'm not sure. Okay. On that note, Wayne State Hackathon Project. Are they here? Okay. So on that note, MySpace.
Yes, we're here.
Okay.
So can I use the Zoom for this?
Yeah, you can see your screen.
Okay. Can you guys see it?
It still hasn't quite showed up. Did you click the share screen option?
Yeah, I did basic.
Not sure.
Okay, I think, okay, they said to go to the settings and then change.
Oh, okay. Which project is this again?
This is for MySpace.
MySpace, okay. Okay, we'll give you a second. You might have to reboot it after you change settings.
Can I get back to you in like a few minutes?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess next up, let's do AI smart order.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I'm trying to share the screen right now.
Okay.
Wait, can you try it? Is it this one? Oh. Oh, sorry. 1 second, please. Yeah.
No luck with sharing either?
1 more second, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
We got a feedback loop.
The Doctor Who is starting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. My name is Caillou, and my name is Yoshimasa Yuan. So yeah, we are roommates. So that's why we are same. Yeah, same. So we made AI food ordering system. So I'll start slideshow. So our theme is zero space. The performance of AI and human is almost on the same level right now, and which I thought it means zero space between us and AI. So we focus on problems, which is we often we sometimes get something different food from what you order in restaurant. For example, in drive-through system, sometimes it causes mistakes in food order because human take order and often make mistakes. And also touch screen sometimes feel like less communication at restaurant and it's hard to ask taste or recommendation. So our product is AI Smart Order. So at first we tried to implement voice recognition system to act as a cashier. However, we didn't have enough time to do it, so we focused on finishing it first. We used API of ChatGPT, and okay. Yeah, and we find that this food ordering system can fully avoid the mistakes in food order and minimize the cost of labor. So how is it different from current ordering system? As I said before, current order system have basically two ways, which is waitress or touchscreen, and we combined both good part of those systems and created AI Smart Order. Some of the improvements we made is we had to figure out how we could increase the performance of ChatGPT to make conversation smoothly for users. And because of doing that, we were able to make better user experience at restaurant. And it showed tremendously infinite possibilities of ChatGPT in the future. Okay, now some of the tech stack and technicalities we use. We use ChatGPT API from OpenAI, and we also used React and Bootstrap for front end, and we used Flask for backend, and we used TypeScript and Python, and also we deployed our product on AWS. So some of the learnings, we learned that how we can utilize ChatGPT to solve real-world issues. We learned the importance of time management and roles since we didn't have much experience for hackathon before. Yeah, thank you for listening, and we're doing demo now. Okay. Yeah, stop share. Okay. Okay, let me start our this. Okay, let me start my demonstration. So this is our production of food menu. So as you can see, there is a menu for this restaurant. So this is a hamburger shop. So and then so there is like three types of hamburgers and French fries and drink, and then so there's a special comp for hamburger and drink and French fries. So yeah, when you're ready to order, so click the start to order, and then okay, let's say so. Yeah, the AI smart ordering system says, "So hello, can I help you? How can I help you today?" So let's say, "Hello, hi, welcome our restaurant. May I assist you today?" So okay, can I get your burger? Sure. Would you like to get hamburger only or set with fries and drink? So yeah, they are make sure so there is a set of the combo of hamburger and French fries and drink. So yeah, so this is the different point of the touch screen ordering system. So okay, yes. Sorry. So yeah. Okay, so which burger would you like? So they are asking that like which burger. So okay, let's say cheese. So and then so they are very smart. So
so at the end, so they will confirm our orders. So the total will be $11. Is there anything? No. Thanks. Yes. So when you finish the order, so all the confirmation pop-up will be out. So and then so it says so cheeseburger set and then $11. So and then you can go back to the home. Okay, so let's try another situation. So if you're not ready, so but you can start the order. So hello, can I help you? So I'm not sure. No worries. So let's say what do you okay, so they are act as a human, so they respond very smartly. So the system says, personally, I love our cheeseburger. It's a classic and always a crowd pleaser. But if you are looking for healthier option, our vegan burger is also delicious and very popular. So okay, let's say, and then okay, so. After vegan yeah no sorry usually just burger no cash and then again so when your order was completed so the order confirmation is popped out. So this is the like our unique point unique point. So that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, useful use of ChatGPT too.
Yeah.
I did not know you could like preload it with a prompt and interface with it. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah. Actually, so we try to use a whisper. So if we can implement in the voice chat, like so we say, so can I get a burger? So and then it's more like smart and then convenient. So hopefully we have more time. So we can do it. Yeah.
It will actually be like talking to human if we implement whisper. Yeah.
I did see you were kind of trying to mess with like microphones in the back end there. And then that's extremely hard to get that working in the short time span, but it's really cool what you guys have done.
Thank you.
All right.
Beautiful. Did MySpace go already? I'm pretty sure they did.
No, we haven't gone yet.
Oh, okay. You guys go.
Okay, thank you. I think the screen share should work this time.
Okay.
Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, MySpace. I see.
Good evening, everyone. The title of our project is MySpace, and I'm not talking about the once popular social media. Here are the team members who contributed to this project: Ifrat, Amina, Pearl, and me, Shukriya. And we use 3 programming languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. According to a study conducted by the American Psychological Association, there are about 3/4 of adults that said their stress levels have increased the past year. And there are a multitude of factors that contribute to this: the effects of COVID, the weak job market, the increasing income inequality, and the effects of climate change. What can we do to solve the issue? We were inspired by journaling. Journaling is a process of writing down your thoughts and feelings to understand them more clearly. And it has several benefits. It reduces your anxiety and makes you more aware of yourself, your environment. It regulates your emotions, whether they're positive or negative, and it encourages you to open up. The real question is, how does MySpace work? Here is a brief overview of our project. So this is the actual website. I am going to create an account. First, when you click on the website, you would need to register. There are two main reasons why registration is required. One, we can keep track of how many members signed up. Second, we can send promotion and update emails to users if needed. Okay, so I just made an account. And now I'm going to log in. And submit. Okay, I'll try this again. Sorry. I'm gonna see if there's an email that I've already have and see if that one works. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting passwords now.
Happens all the time to me. It's okay.
I was gonna say this is a pretty realistic interpretation of me trying to sign into a website.
Okay, so let's try again. I'm not giving up.
iFrat said in the chat what to log in with, if that helps.
So a new account. And then it worked. Perfect. We use the Fireplace platform to create the registration login pages. This shows who signed up, when, etc. So I am going to bring up that on my browser. So on the Firebase app in the authentication, it shows how many accounts have been signed up. Okay, so this is the most recent one. And it shows when it was created and who signed in. Once you sign in, you're directed to the main page. You have all the planets and some of the moons. You click on one of the green circles in the outermost layer and type in a message. So let's say I want to click on here. And I'm going to type, I haven't slept all night because my dad was watching K-pop and I'm mad. I don't know, something like this. And then I'm just able to express my thoughts and my feelings. And once I refresh the page, it's gone. We use 3 different languages for this project. The front-end side would include HTML and CSS. The HTML basically describes the structure of the web pages. It tells everything where to go. The CSS describes a presentation of the final pages. It controls the colors, the font, the layout, etc. It tells everything how to look. The backend side is a JavaScript. It relates to the functionality of the website. In other words, it tells everything what to do. We combine all 3 for the final website. You might be wondering what makes your project different from our competitors. First of all, your privacy is protected. With physical journals or even phone apps, such as Notepad, your information can get stolen or hacked. With MySpace, after you write down your thoughts, they're quickly discarded. Second, it's simple to use, and you can use devices such as phones and computers. There is no need to waste paper. In addition, let's say your friends or family are busy and you don't have anyone to vent to. MySpace is your friend to keep you company. Another great feature is that it is free to use. There is no need to pay hundreds of dollars for a therapist. I know many of us want to be heard, but our financial circumstances are preventing us. And last but not least, it's not like a form of social media like Twitter. You don't have to worry about being judged or losing your job for controversial statements. This was a first hackathon for all of us, and we greatly enjoyed it. When we started, we had different ideas, but learned to compromise and find what works for everyone. There were some challenges we faced, such as inability to color the different planets, but we realized we can forgo some plans and use what we know since the time was limited. Also, we were exposed to new software and programs. For instance, team member Ifrap learned how to animate using CSS, and then team member Pearl successfully used Firebase for the login registration. And it was her first time doing it. We all gained valuable insight. And that's the end of the presentation.
Thank you, guys.
So all the messages just orbit briefly and then are destroyed or erased?
Yes, so whatever messages that you have will eventually get destroyed once you refresh the page.
It's the equivalent of like writing something on a little notepad and crumbling up and throwing it in the trash. Kind of makes you feel good, right?
It's like that, yeah. But you're saving paper, and not everyone has I was actually in school and I'm a substitute teacher, and I realized I don't have a notebook or pencil, so I would do everything on my phone, and it's just so convenient. Even when I'm in the car or I'm at a restaurant, I always have my phone with me.
So can other people who are in your group see your little messages scoot by? Or?
No. So it protects the privacy. So people outside of you cannot see it. The only thing that we can see for those who created the program is who signed up for it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Interesting idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, Better Headspace. Do you guys go? Or did you figure out your difficulties? I forgot.
I did not go yet, but I can try to screen share now.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Okay, I hope you guys can see.
Yes, we can.
Okay, Better Headspace. Okay, so this app was made just by me. What does Better Headspace do? Okay, it helps you get in the right mindset for studying, programming, or relaxing based on your current mood. And it also keeps track of your headspace, or pretty much like your daily mood, keep tabs on your mental health, essentially. And I'll get into that when I show the app. So versus the competition, there is a app called Headspace. And as you can tell, I took the direction of, space like Headspace, try to, like mental health and all that. And there is an app called Headspace already. So I just called mine Better Headspace. I'm not trying to one up them. I know it sounds like, oh, your Headspace, well, we're Better Headspace. But no, I just didn't think about it. Anyway, so that app, from what I've seen, mainly focuses on like meditation and relaxation techniques, at least from the small research I did. And mine is more geared towards studying, relaxing, or programming. As you'll see, it plays a lot of like lo-fi type music, if you're familiar with that. So we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so the technologies I use Android Studio for Android development. I use Kotlin as opposed to Java, and then I use Jetpack Compose as opposed to using XML. And most of this is still fairly new to me. Like I've only been playing it with it for like a couple of months now, and I thought this was a good opportunity to try out what I learned. Okay, so what I learned, I got better at Jetpack Compose. Like I learned how to do some basic animations and like customize like a lot of small things, like customize buttons and all that. I never really got a chance to do that, or any of the visual aspects. So I got to play with it a little bit, though I wish I had more time on it. And I learned how important planning is and how it could switch up your idea, and you just have to kind of go with the flow in a sense. So, okay, so demo time. Give me one sec. Okay, so my app right now, it only consists of 2 screens pretty much. This is the first screen, and it'll let you choose a headspace: chill, gloomy, happy. I'm sure you see one that's not like the others, but I'll explain that in a bit. So this should play music. Hopefully it's not too loud or anything, but it should be playing right now. So basically, I have a button here, lets you add to favorites. I haven't done anything else with that, like, hopefully I'd make like a list of favorites or whatever. This will pause the music. I was kind of hoping I had time to like pause the animation, but again, I didn't have time. This will skip the song. And then right here, it says how your day was. And then you would type in, whatever. And the idea behind this is all I could do just because I'm trying to learn and figure all this out. But the idea is like the app would ask you questions, very like casual, like, because you don't have to answer them. You can just, listen to the music or relax or whatever. But the idea is like it would keep tabs and then maybe give you that feedback. Like it'll ask other questions, maybe like how many hours you slept, or have you drinking water recently, how many loved ones you talked to, and maybe give some kind of feedback like back to the user. Maybe like this is your mood for like the week or whatever. Or maybe there's some correlation here or whatever. But yeah, that's the idea. This is all I've been able to do as of right now. And then I got a couple animations going. Then if we go back, if we hit gloomy, it'll change to a different soundtrack. Each one of these have their own individual soundtrack though. As far as like I got like copyright music, I kind of just ripped it from YouTube. I have no idea what the legality is of this kind of thing. So I tried to stay safe and stick with copyright music. But you see here is Nintendo. And I found out at some point, like while doing this, that there's something called Nintendo Lo-Fi. And I really enjoyed it. So I started, I just wanted to include in this app. Again, I have no idea like the legal aspect of it. I'm not trying to like sell this app or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to include it, to be honest with you. And then I got Surprise Me, which is like a shuffle pretty much. But yeah, this is pretty much all I've gotten done, these 2 screens. Again, there's a lot of small features I wanted to add. And then, like I said, I wanted to give, like record, tabs and kind of give a feedback and all that. But I just really didn't have time like that. A lot of more animations I wanted to do, like these clouds in the back. I wanted to get them like actively rolling in the background and, just make it pretty it up and all that. But, it is what it is. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So can I? No, that's not what I want to do.
It looks good. I like
There we go. Thank you, thank you.
Very cute. Now, did you actually have music playing there? Because I couldn't hear anything coming through.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't sure either if it was or not.
You've got your microphone set to mute outside audio.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea how to do that. Again,
It's okay, considering
yeah,
the
I wish.
dubious... Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wish I could have prepared for that. I apologize, but
we can talk.
But yeah, that's okay. Yeah. That's all I got going. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, of course. Thank you for presenting. I know it's a lot to come up and kind of to bare your soul, your 2-day child to
yes.
Considering that the dubious legality of the music is probably better, considering we are recording this.
True. Yeah.
It's for the best.
I will say, if we have any other presenters who are showing a program that does have audio we need to hear, you can deactivate the suppression if you go under audio settings for your microphone, and you should see suppress background noise. So you can set that to different things, okay?
Yeah, it might work.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so again, last call for team rotation. I think he joined here. Project was rotation. It was Nugan.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I was doing a project with Kotlin. I was trying to make an app, but I think I might have overestimated how difficult it was, especially learning it for the first time. But I'll present what I have.
Yeah. We're all learning.
Okay.
That's the whole point, right?
The whole point is just you're selling. It doesn't have to work. I mean, it can, sell your idea.
Working is a bonus, not a requirement.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my presentation. So I was doing an app for rotation, and it just makes sense as a development app. So when you're doing schoolwork, you kind of constantly are going in a circle, completing things and kind of going through setbacks, failures. And so I kind of tied it into the space theme. I wanted to do an animation with the different tasks circling the sun. And you'll understand what I mean later. So yeah, the individual circles are like tasks or habits or goals that the user want to implement in their daily life. And so after a certain time, the tasks become sort of constants within this universe. So instead of rotating as much as it would around the sun, it would become like stationary. And I thought that would be very difficult with like especially mobile applications, but apparently 3D works nowadays. So yeah. All right. So moving on to my program. So I ran into an error where the second screen couldn't really go through. So this is what I have right now. So the idea is you have the sun, which references the Icarus story. Icarus was, if you know the story, was trying to fly into the sun, trying to be too ambitious. And that kind of reflects this app that I'm trying to make here. Because we all have things that we really want to do, like really big things. And so taking those little steps, little, I guess, habits, and going in a circle and then eventually making it a constant in your life would be really cool. So yeah, I tried to make this a computer-like text and the sun graphic. And then this is supposed to be an enter button. But yeah, when you click it, it doesn't go anywhere. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, that's all I have.
Of course, app dev is kind of hard. I mean, it's normally something that takes a long time. So getting something together in a very short period of time is very difficult. But it's a really cool idea. So it's something that you kind of had developed, which is nice.
I love the idea. That's really cool. Especially since I'm bad at keeping tasks going.
Yeah, so I still want to continue this project like in the future. It's something like, I kind of want to use as well, and that seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sweet on your resume.
Sure. All right, thank you. Do I stop sharing now?
Yes. Judges, do you have anything to add?
It's a cute way to present tasks and kind of helps rank them by importance, which I like.
Yeah.
Ignore the tiny one. Look at Jupiter. It's like, oh.
Yeah, because these days scheduling apps are kind of boring. It's kind of like 2D, and making it more interactive would make you, I guess, be able to feel more excitement about actually, accomplishing things in everyday life.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So okay, last call again. The Wayne State Hackathon Project. Mohammed Munib. I don't see your first name, but your last name is Patel. And then real-time satellite tracker Humera. Last call. 5 seconds. Speak up, and that's it. Okay. So that concludes all of our presentations. Thank you guys so much. We'll probably postpone closing ceremony, maybe 9:30, 10. It depends. We need to talk to the judges, figure out everything. But stay posted in the Discord. We'll probably do the closing ceremony in there since it's only us talking. But yeah, stay tuned for announcements. Is that everything, Caden? I think so.
I mean, regardless of what we're able to accomplish, I mean, it's making an app, making this product is normally something that takes a large team several months to do. So
Yeah.
getting anything together in 48 hours is a huge achievement. So definitely pat yourselves on the back. Don't look at what you've done as insignificant, because this is a start. This is something, it's cool that you were able to like come out and do this, to give up your weekend to kind of give us some of your time. So we all really appreciate it.
Everything I've seen here has actually been very impressive.
Yeah.
Philip, if you already presented your project and you submitted one, you are admitted into the raffle.
Yes.
The raffle. Awesome. Thank you guys. We will talk to you soon. We will talk to you soon. Stay posted in announcements, and we'll keep you guys updated. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. See you guys.
And good job, everyone. You guys did really great.
So just double checking, closing will be back on the Discord, not in Zoom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just double checking.
So we'll see if it breaks.
We'll send an announcement.
We need to get the most out of our Discord Nitro.
Yeah, until I request one.
Oh, you have Nitro.
Yeah,
I don't
we
have
boosted the
Nitro.
server.
That's why I'm still pink.
That's why I'm more upset. I'm like, why did this happen? I paid the extra money.
And
You didn't even get the fancy check mark.
I
We're
know.
thinking closings around 9:30, 10. We gotta talk with the judges and figure everything out. So we'll let you know shortly.
Yeah, sorry, these ran a little long. We didn't it was hard to determine how many people were gonna like participate in the hackathon, and we had a lot more than expected, so that's why it ran a little late. So 9:30, 10-ish.
We will get back to you.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good work, everyone.